Uncover the secrets of history. Watch, like, and subscribe for more adventures into the past.
Step into the past. Join the journey flow. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
In the vast and unforgiving grasslands of Central Asia, a force was rising that would shake the foundations of the world. From these remote plains emerged the Mongols, nomads destined to carve an empire spanning continents. Their lives revolved around the horse, the bow, and the endless horizon. They were herders, warriors, and wanderers, forged by survival in harsh landscapes. In 1162, a child was born who would rise above all others, Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan. Mongolia was divided by endless tribal rivalries, each vying for dominance. Temujin's rise was born from hardship, betrayal, exile, and hunger.
He learned resilience, mastering the horse and bow as weapons of survival.
By uniting fractured tribes under his leadership, Temujin created a single Mongol nation. In 1206, he was declared Genghis Khan, universal ruler. Genghis Khan transformed nomadic riders into the most disciplined cavalry the world had ever seen. Their tactics, speed, deception, and encirclement made them nearly invincible in battle.
Communication through signal fires and couriers stretched across vast distances.
They adopted siege technologies from conquered peoples, turning steppe warriors into masters of cities. The first target was the rich lands of northern China, where cities fell one by one. For many, the Mongols became a storm of fire and fear. Cities that resisted were destroyed, their ruins left as warnings. In 1219, the empire surged westward, clashing with the Khwarezmian dynasty.
After Mongol envoys were executed, Genghis Khan unleashed total war.
Like a tidal wave of horsemen, the Mongols crushed Khwarezm's armies. City after city fell, many never to rise again.
The empire now spanned thousands of miles, bridging east and west. Yet in conquest, the Mongols also absorbed knowledge, scholars, engineers, and artisans. The Silk Road flourished under their rule, carrying goods and ideas across continents. By the time of his death in 1227, Genghis Khan had forged the largest land empire in history. Genghis Khan's death was kept secret, his burial hidden, as the empire braced for its future. His son, Ögedei, carried the legacy forward, expanding the empire further west. In the 1230s, Mongol armies thundered into Europe, bringing devastation unseen before. At Lignitz and Mohi, they shattered European forces, leaving cities in ashes. Chroniclers called them demons from the east, unstoppable, merciless, relentless. Yet, just as Europe seemed doomed, the Mongols suddenly withdrew. The reason, Ögedei's death. The great Khans demanded all princes return to elect a new ruler. At the heart of the empire stood Karakorum, a hub of power and diversity. Here, traders from China, Persia, and Europe mingled, creating a true crossroads of civilizations. But the empire soon fractured into 4 great khanates, each carving its own destiny.
In the west, Batu Khan forged the Golden Horde, ruling the steppes of Russia.
In Persia, the Ilkhanate rose, blending Mongol rule with Persian culture. In China, the Yuan dynasty emerged under Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis. Kublai shifted Mongol rule from tents to palaces, building a dynasty of emperors. Travelers like Marco Polo marveled at the wealth and order of the empire. Goods, technologies, and even ideas flowed freely across Mongol-guarded roads.
At its height, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific to the heart of Europe. They mastered not just force, but terror, using fear as a weapon of conquest.
Some historians link the Mongols' expansion with the spread of the Black Death across Eurasia.
Over time, distance, rivalry, and rebellion began to unravel their mighty empire.
Internal rivalries weakened unity as Khans fought each other for dominance.
Without unity, once vast territories began slipping away. The Golden Horde weakened, challenged by rising Russian principalities.
In Persia, the Ilkhanate dissolved into local dynasties, blending Mongol and Islamic traditions. In China, the Yuan dynasty drifted from its nomadic origins, facing rebellion and resistance.
Famine, corruption, and discontent weakened Mongol authority in the east.
By 1368, the Yuan were overthrown, retreating to Mongolia as the Ming dynasty rose. Yet the Mongol legacy lived on, inspiring conquerors like Timur centuries later.
Their communication network, the Yam, connected cities across continents.
Under their rule, inventions and ideas traveled faster than ever before.
The Silk Road thrived, creating cultural and economic bridges from China to Europe.
But those same trade routes also carried deadly diseases, reshaping continents. The Yasa, a strict code of laws, governed the empire with iron discipline.
Remarkably, they allowed freedom of religion, embracing diversity within their empire.
As centuries passed, the steppe returned to silence, but the Mongol story endured.
To some, they were destroyers. To others, builders of a connected world.
Their empire built bridges across continents, bridges of war, trade, and culture. Even today, echoes of their empire shape nations and cultures across Eurasia.
The name Genghis Khan still commands awe. Feared destroyer, visionary ruler. The Mongols, nomads who rose from the steppe to conquer the world and forever change it.